remember very well, a friend of a friend told us about a piece of land sijui wapi. Just like that, nikastukia, whoa, Allah, nime get my first piece of land. So, hapo ndio ikani hit, yo, these things are possible. Land came into the picture with my dad. I remember very well, we used to go to Rongai. That time Rongai was like a forest. It was like, not forest as such, but it was like a park, a national park. We used to see hyenas. My mom was like, yo, you should have bought this, you should have bought this, you should have bought this. And I remember very well, my dad was regretting, was sitting in the living room and was like, yo, I remember my friends at work advised me to buy some stuff in Rongai, you know. They were doing, you know how there's a workers' union thing where people buy things in chunk. I love they subdivide. So he had that opportunity, but he didn't do it. And I remember he was telling me, we were in the living room and he told me, like, it's not something that he's ashamed of. He's invested other ways. But I remember that time when he said that, it hit me so hard. I was like, and then he said, like, buy such stuff when you're still young, because right now I have to buy land somewhere else which is far. Yet my friends bought prime, some good spaces along the road, you know, in Rongai, and I would have been there now, or would have sold that land this time round and made us more money, you know. That taught me you're never too young to start thinking about land. You're never too young to start thinking about ownership. There's so many ways to finance this thing. So I used to make money here and there, nafanya gigs here and there. Like, I used to be very liquid. I remember there was a time I didn't know what to do with the cash nilikuwa napata immediately. So what did I do? I gave myself a salary and then I just put a standing order. All this money that comes iko inaenda kwa account fulani. Now within a year I had a substantial amount of money, and when I realized, the bank called me kaniambia, yo, hii pesa umekuweka imekuwa kufanyia nini, blah blah blah, I want you to do. They wanted me to take a loan or something. And then nikauliza, kwani how much kuko hiyo account? I was like, wow, voila. And my mom is the one who taught me how to do that, because I remember very well, nilikuwa naza lack school fees, alafu my dad maybe ananiambia, utaenda shule kesho, but my mom anatoa hiyo pesa sijui wapi. And I remember she used to save like that. So I got it from her. And so going back, like when I realized that I had like a substantial amount of money in that bank account, alafu nikambia my ex at that time, akaniambia, whoa. And she was really connected in terms of like hizi ma sako, hizi ma vitu za unajua, you know kwa streets, yani alikuwa ako kwa ground, unajua. So akaniambia, yo, we can do this with this money, we can blah 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 blah. Then tukaingia kwa, I just put it in some sako or something, and within 6 months I was able to get more, because now they were able to lend me more. Vile nilijua naweza lendiwa more. I remember very well, a friend of a friend told us about a piece of land sijui wapi. Just like that, nikastukia, whoa, Allah, nime get my first piece of land. So hapo ndio ikani hit, yo, these things are possible. Because I remember well, the way I used to save that money, hata sikuwa nafikiria, but it can happen. So what if nikifanya intentionally, unajua? So from that time nika realize it's just purpose. Goshen acquisitions. Whoa. First of all, hey, I would like to tell Goshen, man, asanteni sana for changing our lives, changing my life. And most of the time I prefer just to get a feel of someone's heart kabla tu tuanze kufanya hizi vitu, unajua? And I remember very well, we had that conversation at the garden. We were sitting, everything was so perfect. I felt at home. When I look at how they are looking to enlighten even the young on their perspective on land ownership, that attracts me, because me, I'm here to leave a legacy. I'm not just here to acquire and acquire. Hizo zinakuja, but a legacy in which years after this, we can be proud and say, man, this is what we created, this is the situation we created, and people are living well in a well-planned organization, well-planned situation where people can be able to exist. Na environment pia inakuwa taken care of. In centuries and centuries, tunaishi vizuri na planning. Even if it's to build an urban center, inakuwa kuna urban planning, because there was there was like an outlook, future outlook towards it. So for me, naona tick, correct, everything right, yeah.